Hello and welcome to the MSTieCast. I'm your host, Toby Mobius, and joining me on this very leftovery episode is Mr. Justin Toner.
Hi.
Well, last week was Turkey Day, the high holy day for all Misties around the world, and for those of you in the United States, you probably pigged out on turkey.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
And it was good. At least mine was. Mine was nice. And there's still plenty left, so I can make sandwiches and things. And more importantly, Turkey Day as an MST3K marathon returned very briefly for a 6-episode window on Turkey Day, starting at noon Eastern Time in the United States. Joel Hodgson, our beloved Joel, hosted, as I said, 6 episodes from throughout the series run. I think it was like season 3 onwards is where the episodes, like season 3 or 4 onwards, including the Sci-Fi Channel stuff.
Yeah, Joel picked a good group of episodes to show, a lot of them that I liked. And he didn't show them in order either. And yeah, he picked 3 of his own episodes and 3 Mike ones. So he kind of like people like to do with the DVD sets, like to even things out a bit. And he started off with one of my all-time favorites, Space Mutiny. He then went to one of his personal favorites, like Use My Parents. Let's see, then it was Werewolf.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, mine too. Then he went to Cave Dwellers, which I'm also very fond of.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I know
Final Sacrifice.
Yeah, the Final Sacrifice. And what was the other?
Mittens.
Yeah. He also chose Mitchell as final episode.
Jordan Baker is Mittens. He's a cop.
I did like how Joel paid Mike a nice compliment by saying that, it's like he's been, watching the Mike episodes himself, and that he said that he likes watching them because, he doesn't, he didn't write the riffs, so he gets to enjoy the riffs. And he also said that Mike did a great job hosting the show. So it's like, for all those people who think that Mike and Joel still have a beef after all these years, which I don't understand why, I think that kind of should put more kibosh on that idea.
Yeah, it was very cool to see Joel in a maroon sweater, much like his jumpsuit, and cooking a little Thanksgiving dinner, much like Adam West did at Turkey Day 94. It was 94, correct? 94 was Adam West.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very nice, and it was just a great thing for Shout Factory to do for the fans who we've been doing this for years, where we do Mystery Science Theater marathons on Turkey Day. We did one of those last year on a live stream. People back when SyncTube was around, people did that, and they interspersed the bumps and everything, and sometimes commercials. If they could find a copy of an episode with commercials, they'd run that.
Oh, nice.
So we've been doing this for a while, but it's the first time since, 97 that it was a real, Turkey Day, but with no network behind it. Just Shout Factory, which, again, I've said it before, Shout Factory is probably the best thing to happen to Mystery Science Theater since, it got canceled. I mean, Rhino wasn't... Yeah, Rhino was okay. But Shout Factory is pretty great.
Yeah, with all the things that Shout Factory has done between making deals with a lot of the big studios and hunting down stuff that people thought would never be hunted down to be released on DVD. What they've done for the fans, and also the way that they treat the fans, with stuff like this, and the kind of sales they've done, it's really amazing. I'm just glad that and the fandom is really appreciative of everything that Shout has done for the fans and for the show, and how they've treated it and how they treat the fans, and that's it's just a wonderful thing, and I'm just still continues to amaze me. I mean, especially with, I mean, just in the last 2 years, the episodes they've released has just been mind blowing. It's like they got, it's like people never thought they'd see the Gamera episodes, never thought we'd see, anything from the big studios like Universal and MGM. It's like it's amazing that all the hard work that they put into trying to get every episode that possibly can release to be released for the fans. It's awesome.
It really shows that they really do like Mystery Science Theater. It's not just a property to them. They want to get out the best things they can for the fans. And that's really, really cool to know that there's a company out there doing that now.
Yeah, it's just it's like, of course, they're trying to make money, but it's they also have they really like and respect the fans, and are really out to do everything they can to you know give us do things for us, and not just like giving us what we want. It's like there's like the DVD sets and the episodes and all the nice special features that they put a lot of hard work into, but just just so like doing this mini Turkey Day marathon with Joel is that just shows how much that they love the fandom, and that they're willing to do something like that. And from what I've been able to hear, it sounds like it was a quite a success. I mean, they sure got from I didn't get to see the marathon because I had to unfortunately work on Thanksgiving, but they sound like they got a lot of hits for the live stream.
Oh, yeah, and it ran very smoothly. There were no problems that I could see. The only real problem I had is if you tried to watch it on a mobile device. Like if you tried to watch it on, like, I have an Android smartphone. It didn't really work too well. I just kept getting the Turkey Day poster for it.
Okay.
Starts at 12 p.m. and
Hmm.
I kept getting that. But
Okay.
when I did it on a tablet, I kind of got it to work. And the only real sticking point for me is I was having issues with trying to watch it mobily. So on the Turkey Day page, they had a thing saying, "Email us if you have any problems." Well, I did, and I finally got a reply back today, and I'll actually read you exactly what it said.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, stream not working. I said, "Hey, I can't get the stream to work on my device. I'm on my Android tablet running Ice Cream Sandwich. It'll play for a few seconds, and then I get this," and I touched a photo. And I got back a reply today. Good afternoon. Thank you for your email. Unfortunately, we were closed for the holiday, and I'm sorry to hear that you were having a problem with the link for the Mystery Science Theater 3000 Turkey Day Marathon. I hope you're able to watch it before it ended. And, that's all well and good. You really shouldn't have an email us link if you were having problems.
Right.
I understand you want to be home for Thanksgiving. Believe me, I understand that more than anybody.
Hmm.
But don't put that link there if there's no one to intercept it, because by the time they get back to him, it's going to be too late.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was my only real gripe. But other than that, I gotta love this. This was great. I missed the first bumps, sadly, because I couldn't get access to a computer. So I tried to watch it mobily, didn't work, so I kind of had to wait it out. I was
Oh.
able to jump in around the middle of Space Mutiny, but I got to watch the rest of it from there. Um, my family was over, and when I wasn't talking to people, I'd just go back up to my room, watch MST3K, go downstairs. Because, that's the good thing. I'm not really missing anything because you only get a Joel bumper every 2 hours or so, like every 90 minutes. So between that time, I'm totally free.
Hmm.
So, and it was nice. Joel just stepped right back into the role of host, like he hadn't missed a beat. I haven't seen any cinematic Titanic live. I don't know how well he does it there, but he's not really the host there. He's one of several hosts.
Hmm.
Um, but he was very, very friendly, very warm, very funny. Of course, hi, I'm Joel Hodgson, and I'm chaotic neutral. Just great little, dorky jokes like that. I love them.
Yeah, um, yeah. It was. I liked all the little skits he was doing. Having having people try to guess what the next episode is with like a, and had it saying, "Oh, Cambot's here with me. Cambot, can you unfuzz that picture a little bit more to see if you can, it's like those. I thought those were really cute, and um,
And
oh, he also used they used a couple of the classic bumpers from the early days of Turkey Day. Like Crow saying, Turkey fact number 12. He threw in a couple of those, and I thought that was really cool to see because I tracked him down there. Someone did record all the bumpers and from the marathon and compiled them on YouTube. So if you search enough, you can track it down.
we'll probably include that in the show notes for this episode. So if you want to watch it, it'll be right below. You can just pause this and watch it if you want, or wait till this is over and then watch it, or whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
The MST3K literacy tests were really nice, and they were all varied. It wasn't just like the same kind of thing over and over.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, Joel played the end credits Space Mutiny, and you had to guess which episode it was from. And then a really, really fuzzy picture of I Accused My Parents. Then like a Wheel of Fortune kind of thing with a quote from Werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
Then pixelated picture of Joel and the Bots, and the question, the sinker, everyone got it immediately. How much Keith is in this movie?
Miles O'Keefe.
Or Cave Dwellers. This is the only one that was repeated, I believe, was the Wheel of Fortune came again with the name of Rosdower from Final Sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was a pixelated picture instead of the blurred one for Mitchell.
Yep.
Or Mittens, as we call him.
Yeah, Mittens. Mittens?
Mitchell? Oh, Mitchell. The Martha Mitchell story.
Which one? Yeah, any movie that's got Watchkin is fine by me.
It was the 3rd of September.
Mm-hmm.
It was just great. And then the pièce de résistance at the end. Joel says his goodbyes, and he was joined by Tom Servo and Crow.
Yeah,
at the dinner table.
Yeah, that was a really nice touch.
That was one, and they were in their placement as you would be in the theater with Tom on the left,
Mm-hmm.
Crow on the right, Joel in the middle. It was really nice, and I was there was live tweeting going on the page, and you could see people say, "Wow, it's still amazing how they can make me shed a tear for plastic robots."
Mm-hmm.
And just really great stuff like that.
Yeah.
Shout actually retweeted the MSTieCast and myself twice,
Mm-hmm.
which was really cool.
Yeah, that was very cool.
We got a few new followers out of it, so if you're listening and you started following us from Turkey Day, hi.
Hi.
How are you doing? I'm sorry this is your first episode. Go listen to one of our better ones. I'm all about the self-depreciation. I don't know what. But it was a good week to be Misty.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Before that, before the marathon, Joel did a live chat on was it Reddit?
Reddit, yeah, and an IMA thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and during the chat, he announced what the episodes on the next Shout Factory box set volume 29 were gonna be, and yeah, that was another big, huge bombshell of a surprise.
Huge.
An episode that fans have been wanting for a long time. They thought it was looking like it might not even happen because they couldn't find the people who owned the rights to this movie, but they finally tracked them down and pulled it off, and the Puma Man is going to be flying into our into our uh, into our homes once more on DVD. And it was like I saw that, I was like my jaw almost hit the floor. I was just like, oh my god, they finally did it. That was a that was huge.
The only way it could be better is if it came with a Puma Man medallion.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much the only way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Just you gotta love Shout Factory for doing stuff like this, for getting these things we thought we'd never see, and it's like, hey, here it is.
Mhm. I mean, because like I think it was Jordan Fields said it. I was like at least he was asked like 2 or 3 years ago, like it's like any luck trying to figure out Puma, and he's like we're not having any luck. We're still trying to we've been trying to track down who owns it. We're not having any luck yet. We're gonna keep trying, and well, they didn't give up, and their persistence paid off because they finally got a hold of whoever owns the rights to the movie, and it's finally gonna get DVD release. So it's that's pretty huge, and the rest of the set looks really good. You got another Universal, got the thing that couldn't die to now that got the first 5 episodes of season 8 are going to be out of the way. Another season 1 episode, Untamed Youth, thanks to Warner Brothers, and so we're 1 episode away from having all of season 1 finally finished on DVD, and we got a Hercules movie again for the first time in quite a long time. Haven't seen Hercules movie since like Volume 7. Hercules and the Captive Woman, which actually I haven't gotten to watch yet. So
it's been a while since I've seen it. I think I watched it once on one of the aforementioned live streams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's well known for the beginning of the episode. Gypsy asks to join them in the theater to riff, and she spends the a little bit of the movie hanging out with Joel and the Bots trying to riff on the movie, which is the one and only time, because if you see the episode, you see why it doesn't happen again. Although she does get actually one good riff off, which the Joel and the Bots compliment her on. So if you haven't seen that, definitely keep an eye out for that. Gypsy does get off at least one good riff. So,
and that's pretty much worth the whole episode just for that. Although the rest of it is good.
Yeah,
that I remember. It is a good episode.
Yeah, I've only seen like bits and pieces of it. I've seen like the first like part of it with Gypsy in the theater, and that's about it. So it's like I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the rest. And so it's another huge episode scratched off the want list. So it's like keep it up, Shout Factory. You're keep delivering the goods, man. We really appreciate it.
And Joel, going back to Joel for a second, he was also busy last week. He plays a role on the new Cartoon Network series Steven Universe.
That's right. Yes.
Someone I really hope is a recurring character, the mayor, Bill Dewey, who is I appreciate that not only does it clearly Joel in the voice, it looks just like Joel as well.
Yeah, you showed me. I haven't seen the show, but you showed me like a picture of his character, and they definitely drew it to make it look like Joel. It's like you can tell.
He's got the little hair tuft at the top of his hairline, and it looks great. And what I appreciate about the character is he doesn't sound like a cartoon lawyer, in that he's not a stereotype, and he's not an exaggerated caricature. He's not. Oh, girls, help me save the town and open this jar of pickles.
Yeah.
He's not Mayor Quimby from The Simpsons. He sounds like a lawyer or a salesman. He's very slick. He's very much interested in getting the best deal on something.
Mm-hmm. And
Joel's only in it for about like the first minute of the episode, but what a minute. He sells the character, and I really hope it's a recurring thing, because there isn't a huge cast on the show. And for the record, I really do. I am enjoying Steven Universe a great deal. So if you're not watching it, check it out, if only just for Joel. So that's that was Turkey Day 2013,
Mm-hmm.
and that also concludes Turkey Day month. First time I've done an episode a week in a long time, and I'm gonna try and continue the schedule. We'll see how it goes, but if it gets too busy for me, I will revert to the once every 2 week schedule.
Yeah, it's fun to be able to get out a good amount of episodes out, and it's been fun talking about Turkey Day and everything, and looking back at all the marathons, and we got it, and hurrah for Shout Factory and Joel for giving us a new one after all these years. It was definitely a great thing to see and a success, and I hope they do it again next year.
Oh yeah, I really hope there's another one next year for Turkey Day. If they can get more of the cast in, if they can bring in Mike, that would be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah,
anyone else.
yeah, you never.
Trace.
Yeah, that would be really neat. I mean, heck, he name dropped. It's like he also, besides Mike, he name dropped like TV's Frank at 1.2, which was kind of cute. So, you know, and
It'd be a great opportunity to bring back Dr. Earhart.
Dr. Earhart, where have you been?
I was in a giant spider.
Last time we saw you, you were either on the back of a milk carton or you're being eaten by a giant spider.
The answer is yes.
Uh,
That will be fun.
that would be kind of funny, just for a one-off joke for Josh to dress up like Earhart again.
Say, Frank, you look different. I'm Dr. Earhart. Oh. That would be cute.
Yeah, it would.
If nothing else, it'd make a great DVD extra. And I really hope that the Turkey Day stuff from this year is included on a future DVD release.
That would be cool.
Speaking of, we kept getting promos for the 25th anniversary box set, which I want for several reasons. Mostly the Brain That Wouldn't Die. Mostly for the Brain That Wouldn't Die and for Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
But the tin looks fantastic with the sort of 3D satellite of love bulging out on top. That looks great.
Yeah, that looks very nice. Yeah, I wanted to rush out and get it immediately, but it's like I decided to, I'm probably gonna get it as a Christmas gift, so I decided to hold off on that. So
yeah,
I told him, I was like, why don't you give me this instead? I really want this. It's like so.
Money or this.
Yeah, anyway, I can save a little money too. So,
yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it because Day Your Throws is a very very favorite episode of mine, and I'm looking forward to watching Gorgo, and I also love the Leech Woman a lot. So, and then even though I already have the old Rhino copies of Mitchell and Brain That Wouldn't Die, I'm just looking forward to seeing the extras that they put on there for the disc, which is nice. It's not just some bare bones extra disc. They threw in at least a little bit of special features for the Mitchell and Brain That Wouldn't Die.
There's a great extra for Return to Eden Prairie, which I don't know much about, but I'm guessing it's them returning to the studio or something.
It's a new retrospective on the show, trying to do something covering some other ground that they didn't cover on the one for the 20th anniversary set. I've heard that they got more people interviewed. They interview Bees McKeever and a couple other people, and they try to go a little bit some more behind the scenes stuff from what I've heard. Everyone's saying it's really good. It's somewhere between an hour and a half. So it's it's pretty long. I mean, it's broken up in 3 parts over 3 of the episodes. So I'm looking forward to checking that out too, and seeing if get any kind of new information or something. Hopefully, it's not they completely retread a lot of stuff that some fans may already know.
Yeah, I'm greatly looking forward to it. Hopefully, I can pick up a copy. And I think that pretty much wraps up this discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if you have any questions or comments or anything else you want to add about Turkey Day, please post it in a comment. Email us, mailbag@MSTieCast.com. You can also still reach us at MSTieCast@yahoo.com. They're both accessible. Mm-hmm. Find us on Twitter at MSTieCast. You can find me on Twitter at Toby Mobius. if you just want to message me directly, you can find us on Facebook, MSTieCast. You can find us in a myriad of ways, just on the MSTieCast, and of course, send us an ask on here on Tumblr, and of course, comment in the forum, as we have a wonderful forum courtesy of the X Pound, who are awesome, awesome dudes. And next month, we will be taking a look at Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, all three versions of it. The Mystery Science Theater version, the Cinematic Titanic version, and of course the Riff Tracks Live version.
Which I'm going to go seeing, which is just a few days down from the time of our recording. So, it's. And some people are kind of like, oh, why are they retreading that episode? But I don't really care. As long as they, deliver some new good riffs, I do not mind at all. I mean, I was skeptical when they did Manos last year, but the Riff Tracks Live of Manos was pretty darn good. So, looking forward to seeing also what kind of shorts they're going to throw out this time as well.
And we might have an interview to pad things out, because we haven't done an interview in quite a while. So hopefully we'll get to be able to do that. So Thank you all very much for listening.
I'm Justin Toner.
I'm Toby Mobius, and I really hope everyone has a Patrick Swayze Christmas. Take care.
Now, poopy.